What's happening, YouTube? Nocturnal Thoughts, salute you. Real quick video, man. Breaking news. Was watching some Showbiz, The Adult, some Phenom International, and a few other guys. I can't remember who all I watched this morning. But the breaking news was Manny Pacquiao. Two things. Manny Pacquiao signed a deal with the same management team as Conor McGregor. And also someone asked Manny Pacquiao what he thought would happen in the rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And he said that he favored Deontay Wilder and that Deontay Wilder's power reminds him of Mike Tyson. And that stirred some things up in the boxing community. I was watching some things early this morning and later in the afternoon. One discussion that got brought up was the comparison of Deontay Wilder and Mike Tyson. Somehow it went from Manny Pacquiao saying that his power, his knockout power, was like that of a Mike Tyson, to all of a sudden people making all these comparisons between Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder. Here's what I think about it. First of all, I feel like all Manny Pacquiao was saying or suggesting, they had one thing in common, and that is the knockout power. Other than that, there is no other comparison besides both of these guys being African Americans that Deontay Wilder and Mike Tyson have in common. There almost can be no total opposite figures between Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder. It's completely two separate entities. And what it made me think of was literally trying to compare apples and oranges. Literally trying to compare, if I was thinking of hip hop, that's like trying to compare Tupac to Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like when Mike Tyson went away, when he first finally went away, everybody was trying to find the next Mike Tyson. Any short, stout, compact, muscle-bound guy that had some power in his hands was automatically being compared to Mike Tyson. But what we found was there were a bunch of knockoff versions of Mike Tyson that just couldn't cut it. And then, same thing with Tupac. When Tupac passed away, anybody that had any resemblance to Tupac, you automatically dubbed him the next Tupac, and you found out that he was just kind of a knockoff or watered down version. Like when Ja Rule first came out, Ja Rule was the next Tupac because he had the bandana and he had the six-pack and the tattoos and the kind of a rough voice. Then when we found out that Ja Rule wasn't Tupac, then automatically DMX became the next Tupac. Then we found out DMX was a whole different beast. He was not Tupac. So what happened was we said, okay, there's not going to be another Tupac. Jay-Z was in the same generation. So who came along and took over in a whole nother way that nobody could have perceived? Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was the next great, big, huge megastar of hip hop. And if you look at Lil Wayne and you look at Tupac, there's not many things that you can say these two are twins. You know, there's different things you can say. Yeah, Lil Wayne you know, started the tattoos because of Tupac. Lil Wayne did certain things because of Tupac, because he added on. But Lil Wayne was from the total next generation that pretty much took it to another level. Like Deontay Wilder has the ability to take it to another level. He's nothing like Mike Tyson. Almost similar to people wanted, you know, when MLK, when Martin Luther King passed away, any preacher that came out, you wanted him to be the next Martin Luther King. But what you got was just kind of a knockoff, watered down version of Martin Luther King, which is Jesse Jackson's and your Al Sharptons. And you didn't have another Martin Luther King, or you didn't have another Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? You got a different version, but a lesser version. No disrespect, but you got like a Farrakhan. You see what I'm saying? You didn't get Malcolm X again, because these people, they're unique. You only get one. You only get one Tupac. You only get one Muhammad Ali. You only get one Mike Tyson. You're only going to get one Deontay Wilder. So to try to compare this guy to anybody else is going to be pointless, because there's not going to be anybody like Deontay Wilder before or after Deontay Wilder. And to be honest, there won't be another Gypsy King either after Gypsy King gets knocked out by Deontay Wilder. Another thing that Manny Pacquiao did was he signed with the same management team as Conor McGregor. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a Royal Rumble between Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather, and Conor McGregor. All three of them are going to fight at the same time, and it's going to be the last man standing is going to be the best. That's going to be the best fighter of the next decade. No, with all honesty, if Manny Pacquiao, like Showbiz the Adult said that Manny Pacquiao might be clout chasing Floyd Money Mayweather, and he said everything is based on perception. You know, Mayweather was perceived as the businessman. Manny Pacquiao is perceived as the warrior. So it's kind of watering down, I think, to boxing purists and boxing enthusiasts. Manny Pacquiao, the idea of Manny Pacquiao fighting Conor McGregor is somewhat watering down the sport of boxing. And then some people want to point the finger and blame Mayweather for it. Mayweather was the first to do it, and he crossed over and fought Conor McGregor, and now you have all these celebrity matches. And I disagree. I disagree with Fanon. I disagree with Showbiz the Adult, and anybody else that sees that Manny Pacquiao is any different from any other athlete who basically has to do what he has to do in this fight game. And I say that because one of the first boxers that I can remember who crossed over to fight in a celebrity hybrid boxer versus mixed martial artist was actually the GOAT. Muhammad Ali was the first person that I can recall way before Mayweather ever fought Conor McGregor. Muhammad Ali crossed over to fight a champion karate mixed martial artist. And so if it was good for boxing back then, which I feel like, of course, boxing didn't suffer. If Manny Pacquiao, at this point in his career, decides to fight Conor McGregor, the sport of boxing won't suffer. even though I do feel like he should be fighting Errol Spence for unification, but I didn't see that happening. To be honest, I didn't see Manny Pacquiao fighting Errol Spence either way. To be honest, what I think Manny Pacquiao should do is completely retire and let his belts go out, let his belt go, and have it up for grabs, and then he can go ahead and decide to fight whoever he wants to decide to fight. You know what I'm saying? But I can't point the finger at Mayweather or James Toney. I forget who else Showbiz said crossed over. Wasn't Riddick Bowe, somebody, but whatever the case is, you know, in the fight game, all fair is in love and war. And these guys, they just have to do what they have to do, and you never know what's going to happen. Of course, like, you know, Clarissa Shields versus Amanda Nunes. We don't know how that's going to turn out. But these people, they have to do what they have to do in this fight game. And I'm not the type of person that's going to, you know what I'm saying, judge and look down at it. Maybe I'm not a boxing purist. But at the end of the day, I feel like boxing purists is for the young guys. If Errol Spence was to try to jump ship and try to fight Conor McGregor, I think I would look at that totally different than Manny Pacquiao doing it in his twilight of his career, or Floyd Mayweather doing it when he was in the twilight of his career, or Muhammad Ali doing it. He had to do what he had to do, and I always would salute any man that does what needs to be done. You dig? So that's all I got for y'all today. Just my 2 cents on the conversation. Nocturnal thoughts, man. I appreciate y'all time. Salute. I'm out.